I don't know. People are dying all the time, so there's always there's
Hmm.
always there's always somebody famous who disappears. But yeah, there were a lot of suicides. A lot of people killed themselves. Chris Cornell killed himself,
Hmm.
singer of Soundgarden. Chester Bennington, singer of Linkin Park,
Yes, yes.
killed himself last year. Um, so yeah, there are a lot of problems for these kinds of people. Prince
Yeah.
died last year, uh, and those were all the the George Michael was drug related, Prince was drug related. Two others I mentioned killed themselves. So um, there were definitely a lot of problems for uh, a, a lot of these people and groups. It's difficult to survive in that genre, in that industry. A lot of
Yeah. Yeah.
people don't make it for longer periods of time, and but that's why I was looking at that's why I was reading about Bon Jovi, because everybody knows Bon Jovi, right? Everybody knows Bon Jovi all over the world. It's one of those groups where you say the name and everybody understands. And there are not many groups that are like that. You have maybe Bon Jovi and maybe, I don't know, Iron Maiden or something like that. You have a big name and everybody knows the
Hmm.
group. Maybe Bon Jovi, Iron Maiden, and Metallica. But Bon Jovi have consistency. Every 2 years there is a new album, and this is since 1983. Since 1983, they started in 1983.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and every 2 years they released an album, and now they are, I don't know, what are they, 17 albums now or something like that. That is that is consistency. That is um, that is real success. That is real power. That is real energy. That is real talent. Because, um, for example, last year they had a new album last year, and then 3 years ago they had a new album. It's lots of new, and every album, in my opinion, every album is good.
Yes, yes, yes.
Every single album is good. You you know that on every Bon Jovi album you will get three or four great rock songs. You'll get
Mhm.
three or four great slow songs uh, on every album, and you can't say that about every band. You can't say that about every group.
Mhm.
And this is like 83, 93, 2000, and 2000. Oh my God, 2003. That's 30 years. That's every 2 years for 30 years. They have
Yeah,
released
yeah,
a new album. That's incredible. More than
yeah.
30 years. It's like it's
Sure.
30, almost 35 years now. And this is not like AC/DC, which is two albums every 10 years. This Bon Jovi are like every 2 years, new album.
Yes, yes, yes. Uh,
And nobody does that. Nobody
I,
does
I
that.
I don't know.
Nobody
Yes.
does
No.
that
Mhm.
because as you get bigger, there's a longer time between
Mhm.
the albums. Yeah. So, like really big bands have 5, 6, 7, 8 years
Mhm.
in between
Yeah.
albums. But um, but Bon Jovi have consistently, it's writing songs, releasing album, write the songs, release the album for 35 years. This is
Mhm.
crazy. And I listened yesterday. I listened to their last album from last year, and I was thinking, it's really good. It's just they still they are still, after 35 years, writing great rock songs. You know, it's a special category, like the Rolling Stones, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe like the Rolling Stones in that genre of classic rock over a long period of time, uh, and still powerful music and still good ideas. Because usually over time,
Mm-hmm.
you know, your first album is good or great, then the next album is okay, then the third
Mm-hmm.
album is meh, and then the fourth album is and, you know, straight down, right? But no, every album has, maybe every album has like 10 good songs. It's amazing, 10 good songs. It just, and so I was listening this morning before we
Mm-hmm.
started our conversation. I was listening, and I was, yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. Rock music, I like it. Yeah, it's good, I like it. It's kind of full of energy, and makes me feel young again. Makes me feel like I'm 15 again, because it's really good. And so why is this important? This is important because of something called consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency is when you do something all the time, again and again and again and again and again. Not just one good album, but 17 good albums over 35 years. It's
But
it's
career.
yeah, that's incredible. That's incredible. And in an in an industry, the music industry, which is very difficult and very demanding, and which changes a lot. There are a lot of fashions. There are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
changes, a lot of styles. There's
Mm-hmm.
always something new, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's always uh, a new genre or a new style or more electronic types of music, and then now we and now they're still here. Basically, they're still here, and I think that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
and everybody knows them, and everybody has a favorite Bon Jovi song, right?
yeah.
Everybody has one. Yeah. So for some it might be the the newer music. For some it might be the really old stuff like "Living on a Prayer." Do you know those old songs? "Living on a Prayer" or
Mm-hmm.
"You gotta hold on to
Yeah, yeah.
what you got. Doesn't make a difference if you make it or not. You gotta."
Yes, yes. This is uh, uh, this.
It's classic. It's
It's classic.
classic.
Yes.
Classic. Yeah, you hear it on the radio, and you smile, and because
Mm-hmm.
it's just a great song. Yeah, super. So, uh,